So Mila has launched at least one other animated series that uses NFTs, and this one uses Solana. So a great segue from our last story. She has a new animated series that allows holders of NFTs to choose their own adventure. It's called The Gimmicks. So this is a wrestling show that's described as South Park meets WWE. It's a workplace comedy about three washed up wrestlers desperate to relive their glory days. So when you mint The Gimmicks NFT, you get early access to watch the series and you can participate in the creative process. What's interesting about this show is you'll remember she did a similar launch for a show called Stoner Cats. That was on Ethereum. I believe the NFTs cost around $800, which was a little bit crazy to me to think like, okay, to get access to this show, I have to spend $800 to watch it, but I get to participate in it. So it's kind of cool. The Gimmicks is free to mint this Friday on Solana and follows kind of the same model as Stoner Cats. And so this is cool to me because I myself have tried countless times to get shows funded. Some have been funded, some have been half funded, and some have not been funded. It's really, really hard for creators to get funding. So this is a really interesting way to get audiences involved and get your content funded. I think, Zach, I saw your hand up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like very nicely paired with the Magic Eden, right? You know, you saw that thing in the scroll. It was like, all you need is soul to cover gas. That is like infinitesimal, like just so much smaller than what gas costs on Ethereum would be. So various projects. Hold on, I got a cough. Okay, I'm back.
No coughing on live shows. Come on.
I'm always doing that these days. It's terrible. All right, anyway, I'm gonna cry this one out, but it's great. That's what that's the pitch, right? Fast, cheap chains that can support mass level stuff like this. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go cough again. Will, pick me up.
I'll take you. Do you need help? You need help. Okay. The one thing that was interesting to me. Do you want it back? No, I'll take it away from you.
Thank you.
The one thing that's interesting to me is seeing like the continued new use cases for NFTs. So just like winding back the clock, the first thing NFTs were used for was basically just like jokes and gimmicks, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club kind of stuff, or even further back, looking at some of the CryptoPunks from like 2017, 2018. They were like free to mint, cost nothing. They were just a joke. They blew up. Now they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in some cases. That's pretty sick. Going forward now, I think a lot of people are finding use cases for NFTs in the same manner that we've seen other crypto adoption happen backwards, right? They become valued for some reason, and then people start finding utility for them. Same thing's happening here with NFTs in this case, where it's this NFT unlocks your ability to watch this TV show and be a part of this club. This NFT lets you into a club in New York that otherwise you wouldn't be a part of. And I saw one yesterday. Steph Curry launched an NFT with his sneaker sponsor brand, Under Armour, and they're going to allow you to meet Steph Curry in person, get your shoe signed and all that stuff because you own the NFT. Basically, like the utility is coming after the monetization, and that puts you in like a pretty unique club, which is a bummer for us who made fun of NFTs for last year. We don't get to be part of the clubs, but it is interesting to see that happen after the fact. And this seems to be the same sort of story here with this TV adoption of NFTs. George, I want to throw it up to you for your reaction to that.
Yeah,
Will, you can still get involved though on Friday. Become a part of this club. Okay.
No, can't do that. Too painful.
So I do think it ties in very well to the Magic Eden story, right? Because we're talking about cheaper ways to do NFTs. And I think the big criticism I had, in fact, I know what the big criticism I have of Stoner Cats was that it was super expensive. Like I already spend $5 each for like the 8 streaming services I have to pay for. I don't want to pay $800 to watch a show that might suck. It's pretty cool that this one is, cheaper. And although I know nothing about this story actually put a smile on my face. I know nothing about WWE. I love South Park. The fact that it seems like washed up wrestlers are playing washed up wrestlers in a South Park-ish type show. Like, honestly, I might watch it. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I'm not allowed to buy NFTs because of for reasons. But yeah, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know, Zach, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like this, again, it's like the early innings of these like entertainment NFT experiences. And I think it's going to be cool to see on which chains these type of projects thrive, right? Maybe like Mila was like, hey, this Ethereum thing, it's cool. You know, I have videos with my husband Ashton Kutcher and Vitalik Buterin in my kitchen, but also I'm a multi-chain proponent, and I want to try this thing out here to see if it's actually going to help me achieve my creative goals. And I think that is cool to look at NFTs 2.0, right? Like, I don't think any of these NFTs are going to become like those blue chip NFTs that are worth $200,000 or $1 million, right? But this next wave of NFTs that actually do something in a meaningful way is also just as powerful, even if the price tags like aren't as stunning. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, again, which chains like find their footing, and if Solana is that one, or maybe it's, I don't know, Tezos or whatever the other chains that are establishing these NFT ecosystems. It's cool to see different experiments take flight, and we'll cover them when they soar, and we'll cover them when we fall, and that's the CoinDesk way.